I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is October 17th, Thursday, 2024. Hope you had a good day today. So this panned out yesterday. You got to watch yesterday's video. I was mentioning it will probably still be bullish. Look how they did it. So dirty. I saw this in Asia too, and I was like busy, but I was like, damn, every time I went to it, I missed the wick and I was just too gone. But lots to talk about in this video, man. So sure enough, what's the logic here? The simple logic is coming up into getting out into this breakout traders right here. Very logical, obviously imbalanced, but at the same time, easy selling. This was easy selling. So when it broke through here, that's not a coincidence that we came and targeted it. So as you can see, coming right to the 50% of that daily bearish imbalance, which is this July 17, not going above the weekly bearish imbalance. See that weekly? If I was to just, the only way I can get the thing to, what is this? So as you see there, you'll see that that's, we're not going above that level. You see that? We're not going above that level. So that was framing also kind of like the top, because if we kept going, that would be a different story at 9:30. But at the same time, we did not break that level. So this is sort of still contained, I guess I'll call it, right? But the goal here was when you bought here, that's why I was having double leverage here, was because to come up in here. Very simple logic. If you do the, well, I'll do it in a smaller time frame, but the projection here coming up, we were in a 2.5 to 2. Very nice area to stop. And what? Well, if I'm waking up and we're already done all this shit, which I fucking knew it, dude. That's why yesterday's video was titled Trust Your Analysis. So for the guy who unfollowed me, here we go, bro. You want to get pissed? I'm gonna make you pissed this video. So what's the logic though? It's coming back up into here to wipe it out. And then when you're here, if it's not going up higher from here, what are we doing? Well, we're coming back down to retrace all that simple buying plus breakout traders from here, buying up, right? Is it a coincidence that the price is here? No. So now that being all said, let's and that's an ugly way to end that day though, closing. So I don't know, that kind of puts me back in the back seat. So let's try to go into this quickly. But beautiful day in the first part, that's for sure. I mean, even the second part, if you had the bias of selling from here, but they just fucking screwed everybody right here. So funny, but it was a given because of the fact that it was floating. So again, so much to talk about. So let me see if I could do this. Okay, so 8:30 news, no big deal, pushes up. Okay, now when this candle here, this 907, specifically I'm talking about this 907, I am in a window of a macro to sell. All right, so it's not just random. It's a specific, there's time involved. But if I look to the 15-minute, let me try to zoom on the 15 minutes so you can see while I hover over the 1 minute. Look at this 907, right? When we if you take a look here, you see this imbalance right there on the 15-minute specifically. See right above there. Look to the right while I'm hovering this. Look on the 1 minute. You see it? You see it? You see how the 907 tags in right there? That's beautiful. If it's gonna sell, then it would definitely sell from here. And so now that you saw that, I have 50%. I mean, it's fucking very clear. Yes, it goes over it. Sure. Let me kind of zoom in. So yes, it goes over it, bounces off it right there. So don't get lost in these lines. There's not a lot going on, and I don't like all this, but there's no way for me to explain this without this stuff on here. Okay. So the quads here is just showing you the quad level of the bearish imbalance on the daily. So anyways, I understand where I am. Let me zoom in so you can understand how I caught this, so someone doesn't call me a phony. So here, when this pushes up here, I immediately push sell right here on this 907, right? So this 907, I know that it just went into that 15-minute bearish imbalance. It taps in. I have enough experience to know that they'll do that, right? I'm in a window of selling. I'm also just tagged up in this up candle, this 6 a.m. From Tuesday, this 4-hour candle. So as you see there, so I know I'm in the perfect window, right? I have overbought right here as well. And then sure enough, I take this trade here at 907. I take the loss, no big deal. Pops up because I was hoping, anyways, I won't even get into that. So then 908 specifically pops up and I get filled. I take the trade. Sure enough, it comes down. Comes down and bounces off that imbalance, this 907. But the thing is I want this to now hold as resistance. So it bounces up. We get this 920. 920. Let me zoom in. Can't miss this, dude. For the people who are asking how I catch this or how can you catch it, this 920 pokes right in. Look at the 928 poking right in. Again, 50%. Beautiful. Stops. Starts what? Starts fucking coming down. 930 opens. I expected a straight shot down. Why? Well, for the obvious reasons of what I just gave you here, and for the opening range gap now is printed, and I know how large it is. So my target is, my minimum level is 50% of that level. So let me see if I can kind of do this. Yeah. So 50% level right here, right? And then while the 930 shoots it down, okay, this is the first 930 candle, 1 minute. I go to the 15 minute here. I go to the 15 minute. Let me zoom this for you. This 15 minute here, which is 8:45. See that? 8:45. I drag it out. And look at the 931. 931 pops right in, stops on a dime. My trade is working. Let's put it that way. It is working. Okay? We come down. We tag that previous high. That's still in the picture here. That's September 26th. So we tag underneath it. No big deal. That's not really what I'm focusing on, but it's just part of when I'm watching price, I want to see certain things happen, right? And then sure enough, obviously you got liquidity here from the 830 low, right? And then in the quad levels, we have the bottom 25%, and then we have the low of the imbalance itself, right? So, and that's that 4-hour candle I'm all speaking about until 10 o'clock, which then I'll switch the conversation. Wow, there's so much to talk about here. So, okay, first 933 bearish imbalance, right? All right, that's a target when I come back up, right? So blowing right through, just blowing right through, right? And this is, and I'm just sitting back, loving it, just sitting back, loving it, and coming to wipe out the liquidity to the left of the chart. Now, obviously, if you look at the 15 minute again, if I kind of, this is a huge eyesore, right? It's completely empty. I mean, completely empty. So that is also a 4-hour imbalance. Look at this 2 o'clock in the morning. And then that will be helpful for when the 6 o'clock closes and then the 10 o'clock opens. Okay, so because we're sitting inside a bullish 4-hour imbalance. I'm not going to highlight it because it would be way much overkill. So this is me refining that level. Okay, plus remember the breakout traders from here. I got out right here. So when I got out yesterday, what did we do? We retraced back. We came back in. And we pretty much came back into 50% of the previous day's range. So, which is Wednesday. Wednesday was like a consolidation day, right? And we came back 50%. And then if you look on the higher time frame, the bodies here are respecting 50% of that last down candle. You want to see that. I guess if I could measure it for you. Wow, there's a lot to talk about here. So right here, so there's 50% of that entire Wednesday range. If you look to the right here, we're underneath it, and that's fine. But that's the logic. You want to be in a discount, buy low, right? So let me delete this. Come on, bro. So, anyways, so man, and then let me go over there so you can see this because this was, dude, I was fucking happened to be looking at the chart When I glance at it, I happened to see us come down. I was on a 5 minute. Let me go to a 5 minute. I was not on a 1 minute. These wicks, and every damn time I looked at it, it was just done wicking and it came up and it was here, and I'm like, damn man, I'm not taking that, because I understood what was happening here. And then coincidentally, I swear my mother, later this wick came down and I'm like, oh my god, that's pretty good. And then by the time I looked at it though, it was up here. I had already missed the wick and I was like, man, fuck it, I'm not fucking with it. Because then I was like, all right, midnight's going to open and possibly it sweeps that low and I'm not going to be even paying attention. So anyways, I ended up fucking, oh my God, came all the way up, dude, all night, dude. It's crazy. So with that being said here, let me go back to this. Now I'm waking up and I'm obviously ready at 9:30. I'm not looking at this 8:30 shit. So we're here. So I'm already ready at pre 9 o'clock, just about 9 o'clock, right? So here, I don't take this. I take this 9:07 and then I get stopped out real quick and then I take the 9:08 because I knew exactly what was going on. And for anyone who is, for the guy that hates to see me win, oh, that's the wrong trade. Sorry. Right here. So the logic here was I just explained this. We're pushing down. I got the 15-minute imbalance highlighted and crossed over. All right. So it's holding there. It's pushing down through 9:30 is open. You see how I got it highlighted. So I'm coming to this. So I'm looking for a dump and a pump. This is basically what the whole video is about, right? I'm looking for a dump and a pump. In a simple context, that's it. So I'm taking this trade and blowing right through. And I decide to get ready to get out here because, well, for the simple fact that it's amazing profit. But these two down candles. Now this is a sell model. So this is a sell model right here. Origin here, right? We push up and then we're coming back to wipe that out. Now in a sell model, you can write it for sometimes it doesn't have to take out the origin and the low. Sometimes it'll just stop right here. Doesn't mean it wasn't a sell model. In general cases, you would like to see it take it out though. And it did. So, and I know this is volatile and I have to get ready. So for my screenshot purposes, I take it right here and then we end up coming down to that low quad level and take out that low. Beautiful. Okay. So, that being said, you can see that was right here. I took the screenshot right there on this 9:35. So anyways, then the price pushes down, wicks below, takes out that low. Okay. So that being said, so here's the thing. I have these two imbalances on the 15-minute. I have this one and I have this one. So the thing is that it can buy from here and then take off because of the fact that it already came back to this high right here of Wednesday, and I missed it maybe by like a point. See, you see here, see this low right here, misses it barely. So what I do is I take this buy, right? I take this buy and I'm coming up, and I'm like, so you have this bearish imbalance, man, bro. I'm gonna get annoyed. I have this bearish imbalance here, and then I have that 15-minute imbalance. So on the 15-minute, there's a 6 a.m. and I've got that dragged out here. You can see that here, right? So I talked about that imbalance, and now I have this imbalance. Okay, so price pushes up, and then it stops on a dime, and I'm like, oh no. And this was great profit here, right? This was like over 6,000 or something, almost 7. And then stops on a dime here, and then look at the body sitting at the 50% of the 934 bearish imbalance. And I'm like, damn. So then it pushes down. So right away I knew it was going to go for another leg, which technically I will normally wait for a divergence to buy, and it is, oh well. So I just, that's me being impulsive, I guess you can call it, right? But I understood what was going on, right? So, and then I also understood that when we come down for another leg, that we would also possibly visit this 2 a.m. 15-minute candle. Okay, so, and this might be the buy, to be honest with you, happening, and I'm not involved because I can't. So anyways, price shoots down, creates this imbalance here, this 956. blows through the opening week gap, and then this the last 25% of the opening range gap is also in the factor for a majority of the first part of the day. So we come in and boom, we tap. I've got this all the way pushed out, right? And I have a nice divergence here, right? And then what is the 3 drives here? Well, for the short term, this was the 3 drives in the way I was looking at it. And what sucks is that we might have just got this 3rd drive here. If you look on the 15-minute, you see this low, and then low, and then this low. So that might be the 3 drives, right? So I just could not catch this because of the fact that if we came this low, of course it's the end of the day, but man, I was really debating about buying this instead of even doing this video right now. But I don't care, dude. I've done enough, and I'm exhausted, to be honest. So you're gonna miss shit. But let me go back to this. This is super fire, though, man. I'm telling you. So here we get. So I was looking at this as the 3 drives here. So 1, 2. We're bouncing up, and then we kind of do this raid with this 10-10 right here. As soon as we raid that 10-10, I'm in right there. So what does the price do? Price pushes up. Oh man, dude, I'm getting anxiety, dude. There's so much here. So this 1001 here, there's a big bearish imbalance there. I've highlighted these last 2 down candles as to be support. And then I have also this 1009, this little one. See this? This little, let me drag that out. So this 1009, I can't go through everything, dude. This 1009. Okay, so we stop on a dime, we make this low, we get in the buy here, we push up. I want to see this hold as support. It comes up right to this. This is key as well for the other part of the day. 956 bearish imbalance. Look how we stop at 50%. I'm like, oh no, that's not good. So price rushes down. I'm okay with that. They're trying to get this down candles. Fine. They push up. We're underneath the 50% of the opening range gaps in the background. See that little orange line? We tagged that. We're in this. Bearish imbalance is 1027, not holding. I mean, it's holding, so that sucks. Comes back down, testing that again. I'm like, okay, that's still fine. And then the price pushes down again, gets into this inversion, which is this 1009. Generally speaking, this would be like the last resort that I want to keep it in. But my conviction was so strong in getting above now this high at the minimum. And technically right here. This is where my target was. So this is how it looks like. What do you call it? So we bounce. Remember, there's this 1001, 50% of that. So we're digging underneath it. It's not good for the trade, but it's coming down. So comes down here. We have this 1054 bullish, right? And you see that we came underneath it and we shot down. And look when we shot down. This is why you don't jam your stop loss. Now, you got other people, okay, old school retail traders, good retail traders, not like traders that don't know what they're talking about. Like good retail traders, when they see this as support, they have a big stop loss, right? They have a big stop loss. I don't need a big stop loss. I want to know if I'm wrong, if it takes the low out. So, but yes, it could just wick down 3-4 points and then keep going your way, like, which is kind of doing like right now. But the logic is that we're still respecting this 15-minute imbalance is really what I'm trying to say. So I'm not really concerned about that. So I hold for this trade, okay? And for the guy that wants to get pissed, here you go. Oh, here you go. So I'm in this trade. I get filled when it pops up right here. I get filled. All right, and here I do double leverage. Why? Because for the fact that I'm very confident in coming to where I'm going, which is where. Let me just have you understand. Forget that green opening first imbalance. Where logically would you go? So when this came up, this looked like resistance. This looked like it tried to take out all the breakout traders, and it did. It stopped them from the momentum, right? But this is also liquidity and a target. Plus, we have this imbalance right here, which is a magnet, which is a very key area of the algorithm, which is this first imbalance right there. So I'm obviously I'm bullish also. So that's a fact, right? We come all the way down, and I was like, bro, you guys suck. But what saved me here, and to be honest, if it dipped in lower here, I would have probably bought it again. But when it dipped in, we have a divergence. Hold on a second. All right, so right here, where was I? Here, yes. So here you had the higher low at Nas, right? I fucking knew that. Oh my god, bro. Fucking these videos, man. Is it already 20 minutes? How? How? Higher low here, lower lows here, lower lows here. Very fucking simple. And then when I took the sell also, I had the other two confluences were besides the, well, let me go to a higher time frame, man. My goodness. So when this stopped, I'm talking about Nas, in its tracks, what did we have here with S&P? S&P took out those highs. Dow took out those highs. Nas was weak. You see that? Are you seeing this? I'm not just looking at a 5-minute divergence. I'm looking at higher time frames too. Sure enough, boom, right there. So this is so while we're here, this is the shift, not shift fully, but this is the change in price action, and then the confirmation. If I go to the 5-minute, is going to be with this higher high in Dow, okay, and lower highs here. I'm already in because of this. I didn't need this. I had time on my side. I had my understanding on my side. I had all that on my side, right? Just happened to be, call it luck. You can call it luck, whatever you want to fucking call it. But I would have sold right here. So that, anyways, now go back to the buy. The buy here, we had a higher low here with Nas. Okay, we had lower lows here. Beautiful. So I held it. And again, if it took me out, I would have bought. If it rated it, I would have bought it again. I would have bought it again. Very, very simple. So where was I? So with this gap on Nvidia too. So look at this. They made equal highs with the all-time high for Nvidia. Look at that. Well, it's probably a hair below. Let me see. What's the high here? High is 141. I didn't even check it. The high here is, look at 0.11 away. Okay, so built liquidity here. The reason, so the gap is strong. The reason for the comeback down is just to get into this gap. This is where we were. That's probably why I might buy from where I was talking about right now, like current moment. But they, when they built liquidity here, they love to come back down just to raid those late buyers. Just, there's no other way I can explain that. So anyways, then we get, this is explaining why I'm still holding it. Okay. So, here, so remember all these levels that I have are still going to be used. So we get this 1005, we push up, and then look at the 1006. Look at the 1006. This candle right there dips down right into this 1109. So what I'm trying to say is sometimes when you don't see these levels working, you have to be patient and wait for them to work. Because if you allow them time to work, you'll see them start working in your favor. Let's put it that way. So in that case, this isn't a prime example, like this 1006 dipping into this little one here, this little bearish inversion, right? So then we push up, right? And then now look at this little, yes, I'm talking about this little bullish imbalance, this 1054. Let me just drag it out just a tiny bit. See that? See how the 1107, see how the 1107, the wick wicks down and hits the top of it? Beautiful. We're off. We're going. Okay. And then you see this 1008 imbalance right there. I got drawn out. We come right back into it. We hold it. Look at that. Perfect right there. Plus now let's get to what's here. I'm going to drag them out. Now that I've explained that, look here. All right. So now we're at this this 1001 imbalance, right? That's the 4-hour candle, by the way. This is the 4-hour candle working. So I'm buying this because of it being the 4-hour and the macro of the 10. What did I get in on 1010? So what, also for your notes, if you the macro, you gotta, it could happen a minute or two before, a minute or two after. So that's just what it is, So but me, I'm not solely just on the time, but I'm also looking at price action. Price action itself is key, is king for me as well. So then what do? So then we come right back. Besides that imbalance, we also have that 50%. Can you see it in the background? You see it, right? You see it right there? What's also back there? The bottom of the opening week gap, right? Okay, beautiful. I'm surprised it didn't touch this lower level of the bearish imbalance, and then there's a gap in there, but it just tags that gap in between 1007 and 1008. All right, anyways, pushes up. Now we're referencing this again, this 956 bearish imbalance. Remember we stopped? Well, we come up, we're tagging it, look like it's not going to work, boom, busts above, and then comes above it. See that? Now this level is being used. It's being used. This is not important to me anymore. Now, so what do? We push up and then we run. And where do we run? We run for the top 25% of the opening range gap, plus that imbalance right there. I screenshot it right here. So, all right, for everybody. Here you go. Look at the time is 11:59 and 53 seconds. That's beautiful. And what did it do? It pushed up higher and stopped at the high right here. But this is me trying to take this out. I have to screenshot and be in advance, right? Just like when I screenshot it here, I knew it was going to probably raid, but I need to be ready. I can't just be working for you. So, and then just beautiful decision making. Period. Why did and if you're asking, why did I over leverage here? Well, you can call it over leverage, but it's not over leveraging. As far as my account goes, when I just take the money out. So I still trade with 4 contracts. When I'm confident in a situation like this, I'll do double. I can use much more leverage in the account, but this is the way I operate. So I can, when it's at a bottom like this, or this is why I wanted to hold this trade, right? But because the fucking hater that unfollowed me, and then I also have to think about you guys, and it conflicts with, like, am I wrong? Like, I'm a human being, bro. So anyways, I run up account and go right back. Run up account, empty. Run up account, empty. Right. So this is why I'm able to do this. Right. I can trade 8 contracts every day, even, but I don't. It just gets me greedy. So I know myself, but this is the logic here, and yeah, I didn't mean to make the 37-minute video yesterday, but I mean, I won't be able to explain everything. So let's continue. Look how the price comes right up here. We got a pin bar with that 12:02. All right, lunchtime. What lunchtime's going to look for liquidity? So I'm done. I don't need to be involved anymore. I got my dump. I got my pump. And you take the profit and you have a nice day. All right. Okay. So the sell was to come down and wipe out the easy buyers. The buy up was to wipe out the built liquidity plus the easy sellers. Simple as that. There is no other fucking logic. Fuck all this algorithm shit. If there was literally nothing on this chart, that's exactly how I would still look at it. All right. I'm just showing precision and a lot of detail. That doesn't mean that the logic is different. So, and guess what? When the price is here and it fails, where do you think it's going to go? It's going to come back down to wipe out buyers. So so what I'm trying to say is, if you look at this 1 hour, I knew the price was coming up here to take this out. I talk about this all the time. I knew from selling here that the price was going to come down to wipe out the buyers. And I knew we were going to buy back up to wipe out the sellers. And from here, I don't know I don't know if it's going to keep going. I don't know if it's going to keep coming down. But I do know that if it stops here, it can come back down to here. Whatever direction, no bias. This sell here, I knew it was going to come here. Why do I know it was going to come here? Why? Why from here? Why did I know that it was going to come here? Look to the left. So when this looks like it's bearish, right? Right here, you don't even know that it's bullish yet until it moves up and breaks this high. So guess what? You got support traders here. That's why I don't fuck around with the middle. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see me always catching these. Well, why do I want to try to be involved here and then this thing come against me? I have trained myself to get the lows and the highs. All right. It might sound, well, I'm not even going to go there. Anyways, this is a breakout trader level. Boom. And they come back. Oh, and it came back and it's support. Perfect. What do they do? It comes right back. Right. So they're squeezing them out. Now, also this guy, you might think, oh, well, this guy too, he broke through and yes, if it's not bullish, then yes, that's why when this new 4-hour candle opened, which is here, right here, see this? So this bounced up, this came back, this was consolidating, and guess what? During lunch, and then guess what the 4-hour did? What did you expect the 4-hour to do? You got these wicks on top and below. You don't know what's going to do. Look what they did. They rushed for the liquidity. Look at this low. Ever so gently tagging that low. Okay? So, moving over. Oh, well, before I even do, you see that back to this 956 bearish imbalance inversion. Okay, it stopped on a dime here. Okay, cool. We're at 50%. Okay, cool. Comes up, tags it again. Okay, cool. We're still hovering over it. And then this candle, this candle was an eye opener right here. This 1351. Sorry, hopefully you can see this. 1351. This 151. Always New York time. Imbalance stops right at the lower 25% quadrant over there, right? And that's not what I want to see. Boom. That's not what you would want to see. Comes down. Boom. Comes in. Look how it comes down and breaks the low and then wicks up. And then look at this 1404. Stops at the 50% of that candle. This is letting you know that this is not supporting. And this is all the way from 956. See that? Breaks down. What are you doing here? Well, they're coming for this. Logical. Coming for this. All right. Low. Pushes up. Speakering out probably. So pushing down. Little 3 drives there. You get a little confirmation. Tries to get you in. What do they do at the end of the day? Power hour pushes it down and wipes them out. Why are they doing that? Because they don't want you in. Most likely for the push up. I'm just talking now. Look what fucking Asia did. What if we added Asia's price action to today? If we, for tonight. Right? I'm just talking. But you have some of their opening range gap. Not sealed. So we'll most likely do this in Asia for the next day candle. But right now, look at the 50% respecting. It's holding. Now, again, they do this at the end of the day because, that was the end of the day trade. No, this is most likely it. And if it doesn't pan out, then this is why I'm concerned because of the fact that this is pretty low. And there's so much to talk about, man. But look here, I didn't talk about the projection. Okay, look, I know there's a lot of lines here. Just follow it here. So you see that, right? You see that? I can move this over. All right. You see that? So this range here came back. We're at a 61 right now to the tick. I'm not saying that's going to hold. I'm just giving you the logic of when the price coming back down, this is in the red zone. Let me delete that. And yeah, I can't make short videos if I'm going to teach everything. There's just no way. So, that being said, I don't know if they're going to come for this though. That's the thing. Because when it broke above this high right here, see this Asia high right here? We just busted through. So what I'm trying to say is, are they going to want to come in here while we're sleeping? London, whatever. I don't know. Now we do have those Asia lows, but at the same time, I feel like it might get protected. But if we're bullish, I wouldn't want to see it come any lower than this, to be honest with you. And we have the midnight level. Look at that midnight level, just kind of empty. So again, is this the low to where it buys up, or is it gonna come here and buy up, or is it really not gonna be bullish? I don't know. Now at this point, that's why I was getting back to this. Like I don't know. See, like coming up here, I knew. Coming down here, I knew. Coming up here, I knew. And even coming some down here, I knew. But from here, I don't fucking know what it's gonna do. Right? Does that make sense? Let me close the door here. So that being said, now I've made the video way too long. I'm sorry, but I don't know. I don't want to make them long, but I explained. Oh, and then when we had the nice push down, we had lower highs here and lower highs here, and we had higher highs here. So this is also helped to explain this. So where do we go from here? Well, look at dollar here. Dollar is also steady pushing, as we knew. So again, is this what's holding us down? Right? Possibly. New highs for Dow again. Came to a psychological level, 43,500. I don't know. Do we start breaking lower? We have a divergence here. It's possible that this is it could be the end of the road, but I mean, for a fourth quarter and for it being what's it called, elections, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Look at this. This is Dow. This looks like a heart attack. Do you want to trade this? Please stop trading Dow. If you didn't stop trading Dow after today, then you are just in love. You are married to toxicity. I don't know. This is like a bad egg cycle that you do not want to be with. Probably a Scorpio. So don't trade this. I'm sorry. This is just ridiculous. Don't trade this. Let them do whatever they want to do. And then S&P. Remember I was talking about a second candle being bullish? Look what they did. They came up and then they rejected hard. That's not good for the market. In my opinion, that's just, I don't know. But unless they're just coming back to get to the support here, and then wipe out late traders, and then, we'll see what they do. I mean, but this pool here is pretty sexy too. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't know. Now I'm back to neutral. I am neutral now. With this, I am neutral. We'll see, because we have a lot of potential to come down to the oversold area. Yeah. So I was gonna say something. I'm always forgetting something, dude. Always. But right now it's still bullish. I mean, it is still bullish. So there's, let's not get carried away now. It is still bullish, but this is not what you want. Look at the way that's just closing. That's just bad. We'll see, man. We'll see, man. But I wanted to say something, dude. Oh, the projection, if you were curious, here. So you can project from here to here, right? But also you can project the last retracement, which would be this. So the price went up, it came back, and then it went up. So that retracement right there. So from the bottom to the top of the retracement. So backwards, I'm highlighting that to get to see that 2 to 2.5. Yes, I was hoping to get to that 3.5 to far, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be in the card, man. And to be responsible, you take the trade and take the profit. That's why I'm a day trader. That's why I never really liked swing trading. You can, but I just found my groove with catching two good moves. Because this down move and this up move, if you add it on top of each other, I've well passed the targets up here for swing trading. Like I've already got the points, right? So yeah. So now we're kind of back to square one with the weekly, and that's what I mentioned. It was like it seemed like it was going to be like a fizzling day, a fizzling week, and then the next week, will probably give you more clarity for sure. And damn, I know I made this funny. Fuck. I talked about that. I talked about everything, didn't I? I know I'm gonna miss something, man. I always miss something. So here, you got these down candles here. So Wednesday was creating the weekly profile will be generally be Monday where we make a high, we come down, and then Wednesday. That's why I was talking about this not working. Wednesday could be the low of the week. Sometimes it's Tuesday, but in this profile, you'll get this push up, push down, the speaker, right? Pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Low of the week Wednesday, and then Thursday, yes, it could be like a reversal, not reversal coming down, but just kind of like, stopping in its track, right? And then you would expect Friday, let's just say it closed here. This, I don't like being this low, but Friday, let's just say it closed here, then Friday would kind of push off and attack that. That's what I was looking for in this weekly profile. So, and as you see, another reason why this worked well, I did the measurement here as well. So if you same story how I measured that bottom. If you measure this, why is this here like that? Wasn't this? Hold on. Wasn't this supposed to be here? I think that was supposed to be there. From here to here. Right? Yeah. Well, this high makes a low. This is a retracement. So it should have had it here. I think that's what I meant to do. Yeah. Yeah, it was just off. Okay. So last retracement before it goes down. So made a high, made a low, made another high, made a lower high, and then it goes down from there. So that's that last retracement. Same idea what I just showed you. And then the 2 to 2.5, we were right there. So I've talked my ass off here, and I know I'm missing something, man. I know I'm missing something. So we have yields is also starting to push back up. We'll see if it stays though. Does look suspect. And then bonds does look like it's still coming back down, but this is going to be, I could feel a consolidation here. I could. Because in the grand scheme of things, look at that. Speaker here. See this? See that? So we're back to the mean. So we're on the bottom side. It doesn't look good. I'm neutral. Oh, yeah. So the 4 hour. So the 4 hour as well. We have, when we came down here, we popped back up. See how we struggled? So we might get another leg down. If we get another leg down, then that's going to push us down. But it might give us a diversion. So it might be really, they might come really low. And they might come for those Asia. They might come for that Asia level. I don't know. You guys take care and God bless.